My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Oh, a winged boot. I do love a winged boot. Ron, is this the map for it though? Hey, it might be actually. Early shop, 3 question marks, and then a rest. And then we hop over to another rest, slide up to another rest, hop over to one more rest, and then take question marks and an elite on my way out. 4 rests. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 question marks, 1 elite, and 1 early shot. It costs me 2 hops, but sometimes I don't even use all of the hops in the boots. Yeah, probably worth getting Venerate out. Ooh, Trip Strike, but the thing is, pretty sure that means I'll be light on possibility of lethal this turn. Yes, indeed. No protection though, no need to Venerate, just wait for a strike. Let's start with Gather Light. Let's just be a bit reasonable about this. I do like Black Hole a lot. But I also feel like I can play real thin, given that I've not even got that many compulsory fights on my line. The boot! Whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. I don't have another guaranteed shop on this line, so I'll just take the first chest. Perfect. Yeah, literally the best the fight could have gone for us, as quickly as it could have gone, as little damage as we could have taken. Begone versus Particle Wall versus Glitter Stream. Let's just take Particle Wall, shore up our defense. Now I really need to focus on offense. Let's upgrade Venerate if I'm gonna have a Particle Wall in this deck. And also Falling Star for 4 more damage, just as an offensive upgrade. Bag of Preparation, that's not even our relic space. This is Strawberry, okay. a little lackluster to be fair. Gather Light, which I'm pretty consistently going to be playing, and then the Particle Wall. So yeah, look, a lot of cards upgraded in this deck, and it's still relatively thin. I'd love to get, wow. I'd love to get a damage card, and then I get offered this space, which offers me Astral Pulse and another Gather Light, I think is the direction to go with this. It's both damage and AoE, but it's got high star cost, and then I get the ability to fulfill that star cost as well as defend. We're going to need another card by the time we get to this guy, though. So hopefully from this we can find something that gives us additional offense. I'm going to retain the fish oil until the boss fight, just in case. Relatively big hit right there. Ow. I mean, I might as well shatter this turn. I'm not going to get a much better version of it later. Gather Light into Astral Defense Strike, and we'll see if we can cobble together lethal this turn. Definitely not. But almost full defense. And probably lethal this turn. Yeah, there we go. Star Potion and Lasting Candy. Neither of those is going to be solving our upcoming problem. Royal Gamble, definitely good in this deck. Doesn't solve our upcoming problem, the Waterfall Giant. I almost wonder if I have to take that Refined Blade as a way of having a scaling attack in this relatively thin deck that can help me with the Waterfall Giant. God damn. I'm not going to do it. Do I hop across and fight another elite, guaranteeing another fight using my last charge, but giving me an opportunity to pick up another relic as well as another Who would I be fighting even? Scavengers would be perfect for me. I mean, literally the ideal fight. With the consistency of defense in this deck and the amount of damage that it does, we're actually also pretty good against shambling. So that would guarantee another relic as well as another card before getting to the boss. I'm not going to do it, and part of my reasoning is because I think with fish oil, I might be able to get through the boss already. Ooh. A steady particle wall. Ridiculous. And I also think you do it to Venerate. Because you only need to play Venerate if it's immediately going to be valuable for you. This is going to have to be a rest regardless. I don't think there's an aggressive upgrade that's worth taking in this deck at this point. Venerate into Royal Gamble on turn 1 is great. Let's gather light. I'm not going to be able to avoid using Astral Pulse. It's just damage. It's just 14 damage. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly efficient. It is 14 damage. Falling Star would also be a really good retain choice, but I'm really happy with the 2 I chose. This, in fact, allows us to fully defend ourselves against the other half of the Waterfall Giant after we fight you. So, like, absolutely incredible stuff. I will Venerate there, though. Worth getting 3 stars versus the 1. And that's the beautiful thing about the Particle Wall with Retain. I play it, and it comes back into hand, and then it stays in hand. It literally never has to leave us. Alright, you got me. I'll use a Star Pot here so that I can get out the vulnerability and damage. Okay, maybe we didn't even need to rest before this. I feel like I was overly cautious, but maybe it's a bit better being overly cautious than underly cautious. And also, it is worth noting, getting this question mark, that particle wall, it's gonna be big. It's I cannot overstate how important that is going to be. We literally just constantly have trade stars for defense in hand. That's it. Void Form, Decisions, and Big Bang. Big Bang gets us off to a good start, but it doesn't really amp us at all. I mean, to be fair, neither does Decisions. Again, it's also just amp. Though, then not amp, rather. And Void Form, it would just help us play more cards that are expensive after we play it. Damn, I feel like there's a justification for all of these, including Decisions, because it's very easy for us to hit the limit for it. Imbue me! Yeah! Woo! At the top of the fight, we decide. Which also, Bag of Preparation triggers before it, so our opening hand is 10 cards, and then we choose a skill to play 3 times. Our goal now? Get a skill worth playing 3 times. Okay. This seems our value path. I could make a little more value by taking this hop, getting a question mark, and a shop rather than 2 normal fights. And I'll consider at the time whether or not that's what I want to do. Until then, though, allons-y. Decisions. I'd like to get infinity bazillion-y stars, please. Thank you, kind. That's going to make it real easy to particle wall forever. You are not allowed to damage me. Pale blue dot. Kingly punch. Glitter stream and patter. We're not unlikely to use pale blue dot. In the right circumstance. Okay, maybe in the right circumstance. Kingly punch. It is some scaling damage for a deck that has no scaling damage to target a single person. I think I just take our Kingly punch. I'm not thrilled about it. But it's probably better to have one than not to have one at all. 1, 2, 3. Let's fully defend. There we go. Now let's get back to beating this guy up. See, this is the problem. I don't really have much damage. Thank heck for the boot. Collision course, hidden cache, wrought in war. I don't expect that I need hidden cache. Yeah, I think we're beyond that. Ooh. Yeah, Clumsy's probably just going to be drawn in the opening hand and be useless. Okay, the strikes, getting additional damage isn't great for us. Interesting. We have just enough to get the miniature 10. I mean, yeah, you do it. Interesting. So here we'll see an example of what happens when Decisions decides poorly. I'm going to fish for a skill pot this turn because, yeah, some additional... Sadly, I didn't find it, but this will do. Some additional star gain this turn would have been really handy to trigger Royal Gamble. Bulwark, gather lights. Gotta be nice to have a Bulwark actually in this deck. Then Royal Gamble. Particle Wall is here to fully defend us. Perfect. No more damage need ever be taken by us. 30, and then just enough to kill. Stardust. Hey. You know what? In the right circumstances. Kingly Decision doesn't need an upgrade because it's already seeing a card, a hand of 10 cards. I will say Royal Gamble becoming retained so that I can't miss it in the first cycle is pretty important. God, if I could get any strength, it'd be so good. Falling Star, Kingly Punch, Strike, Particle Wall. So the Stardust wants to do 7 by 22. That's lethal, baby. Nope. Ooh. Energy is now conserved between turns. Let's get an alignment in this deck, please. We'll also upgrade Stardust. A lot more damage in that. Because 5 with vulnerability becomes 7, but 7 with vulnerability becomes 10. And I do want to take the hop to the left. Ooh, it pays off! Yeah, I do think we should take that key. Okay, 30 by 7, 210, that's lethal. Good fight. Give that Lantern Key a power potion and Hmm. I don't know if it's worth putting a Shining Strike in the deck, even though, yeah, you see how it does damage. Guiding Star draws cards. That's nice. I almost feel like Shining Strike is a distraction from our cards that actually matter. The more cards I put in this deck, the less likely I am to literally just win on turn 1, so that's, like, bad, I think. Mm-hmm. Cool. Healthiest one, and then Stardust. Got him! Warpaint to upgrade 2 cards. Pillar of Creation. I'm not really making that many cards. Collision Course. Nice! I mean, Warpaint just hitting 2 defensive upgrades is pretty good. Forge is not very important to us, but Vulnerability certainly is. And I want to hit the shop, because there are so many cards that matter a lot here. Bulwark. Bulwark is definitely one of them. So is Black Hole, to be fair. Whenever you gain or spend stars, deals 3 damage to all enemies. Gives us a lot more AoE in this than we otherwise have. Bulwark is a card played on turn 1. I'm pretty happy about Bulwark as a card played on turn any other turn. Significantly less so. Give me that Black Hole, actually. I also think Thinking Ahead is really good because we have the ability to use it with the punch, but that would be much earlier in the run. I think it's a bit too late to be planning around that. Nice. Love seeing Royal Gamble first in hand there. Venerate. I'll fall a star and king a little punch. And then save my energy for the ice cream. Disintegration, because Particle Wall will always defend us until we win the fight. Okay, 30 by 7 is 210. With vulnerability, that is 300. That's not enough damage. God damn. What do you mean I'm gonna have to play this fight? Ugh, okay, fine. If you want me to, I can do that. Falling Light, Kingly Punch. Throw on a strike and gather some light. Even more disintegration. For you see, I still have the Particle Wall. Okay. Almost lethal with Stardust here. It's really close, actually. Yeah, I think it's worth firing off this turn, then. Leaves me, what? 20 short of the defense next turn, and then I draw Kingly Punch for the win. Sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Maybe like a drill downstairs or something like that? Apologies if that's interfering with the mic as much as it looks like it might be. Double decisions, thank you. What better thing to decide than another decision? Enchant all card rewards with Glam. Ooh, first time you play them each combat, play them again. I mean, if I'm going to draft anything, I am going to want things with Glam. To really justify their position in the deck at the point. Slide along this line. So we'll decide to get some gambling done. Then focus on some veneration. Gather a wee bit of light. And then see if Stardust ends the fight. Oh, cool, it does, cool. Conqueror, Spoils of Battle, and Photon Cut. Nope. I still want good cards. Let's get our history course. So this is the last skill or attack you play each turn is played at the top of the next turn. Oops. Bad decisions there, unfortunately. One, and then I'll Kingly Punch and then end my turn. So at the top of the next turn, guess what happens? Punch. Let's Particle Wall defend, and then Venerate at the end of the turn. Venerate at the top of the next turn as well. We'll decisions. Royal Gamble. And that'll set up lethal. Reflect is pretty good. Child of Stars isn't bad either, but I already have access to trading stars for the sake of defense. I don't really need anyone's help to have that. Decide to Royal Gamble, and then gather some light. Yeah, this is a turn 1 kill as well. I love a good turn 1 kill. I think there's an argument in that know thy place. I almost want to go bup, 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 like the most aggressive available line I can take just because of how... I almost swore. I'm trying not to do that. For a long time now. To the point that when people go and watch my old videos, like, the majority of the comments on them are, wow, Raps used to swear a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying there's no place for that. This has never been my position. It has, however, been that I used to use it consistently as a crutch rather than much more flowery and interesting ways to speak. There are some people, however, who are... What's the word for it? Maestros of swearing. That is not my art. Ooh, decide. Let's gamble. Oh, and thank you for doing that, because now I can... That's not... Oh, I thought that wasn't going to do it. Never mind, we're all good. Charge. That's the ability to destroy a lot of the draw pile, which... that matters. I think so. Imagine hitting that with the decisions. I say right before hitting that with the decisions. I think it's probably the good choice right here. Strike and strike. Defend and clumsy, and then an Ascender's Bane, and get rid of that Kingly Punch. I'm not gonna have time to cycle that. Ooh, new. I don't have enough to get rid of the Spectral Knight there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can see how that's gonna form a problem for the person who wants to maintain defense in their hand constantly. let's see how this goes, because I'm not thrilled about. Magi Knight is going to be doing 40 damage to 40 damage to us rather next turn. Something that frankly I just can't let go through. Well, I'm probably going to start dodging elites as well, by the way. I was really confident until this fight started. It feels like these enemies robbed me of each of my strengths. Like one after the other. It was really aggressive. I'm gonna take a manifest authority there. God, I really don't want to bail though. I'm gonna bail from one elite and then still hit the same rest and then still go for the final elite after it. Akabeko. 8 additional vigor for the first attack we play each fight. This is definitely going to be 2 additional damage, so it's definitely like Stardust is the biggest thing that we're capable of doing, like especially with that Akabeko. Cards containing minion deal double damage block, bulwark, attribute, etc. Yeah, this is definitely removal. And we smith the decisions that might not actually be played on turn 1. Mind, it will be played on turn 1 here in order to... Ooh. Double our reflect. Venerate. Gather Light, still not the big one, but 17 by 15. I feel like that's like 225 or something? 255 maybe? Cool. Got him with the Kingly Punch replayed on the top of the next turn. Kingly Kick, Terraforming. Hey, that's pretty fun. With replay. I'm taking too many cards here to be reliably guaranteed to do the busted turn 1 that I love, but oh my god. There's multiple ways to do it. If I get a ridiculous amount of terraforming out, I don't need that many stars to explode someone with Stardust. Like so. I like Begone as well, but I'm not gonna take it. We're beyond. We have to be beyond taking cards, Raps. Please stop it. Like, I'm a wombo gombo insta-kill deck. I can't just play for value over a long period of time. That's a weakness going on here. Whole terraforming will charge through, strike and defend twice because the rest of those are worth keeping. Play particle wall also twice. I'm maintaining my vigor until it's time to explode the queen. Start with Manifest Authority here, though. That prolongs, interesting. Game block next turn equal to this turn's block. Damn, all my stars are gone still. One Reflect and not playing multiple Venerates on turn 1 really got me hard. Right. Well, let's... Terraforming. Still gotta be holds. Very nice to have Vigor in this deck for this, though. Let's charge. Move a couple cards. I'll start and end this turn. Oh, actually, end the turn with the Royal Gamble, and then Royal Gamble at the top of the next turn. Okay, there's our Stardust set up. So 36 would hit the front line 3 times and the back line 15 times. 15 times with vulnerability is 18 on top of this is 54. So 54 by 18, definitely lethal. GG. Next fight. Well, there's the Royal Gamble in the opening hand. Stardust isn't here, though. So I definitely still want to play Terraforming, Reflect, and I kind of want to end the turn with a Venerate. Okay, decisions. What could you get in the draw pile that'd be worthwhile? The access to vulnerability. That said, we're at 33 by 33 damage. So 33 squared damage. I'm pretty sure that's like 990, right? I can't tell you if it's 990. I can tell you it is lethal. GG. Hey, that was a wild run. That's what getting a lot of early upgraded cards does for you, and then just ridiculous busted value out of the electric shrimp, giving us so many turn 1 kills with the perfect target for it in Stardust. Even getting additional support for that via more vigor from Terraforming and Akabeko, giving us vigor at the start of the fight. Mwah. Couldn't have worked out better for all setting up for that one powerful attack. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is the series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube's recommendations are down below, streaming past and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I would thank you. A special thanks this episode to Lotta. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.